Hey there. I get stuck in a rut sometimes, and fortunately, it's not out of boredom, it's my ADHD. It kind of makes me hyper focus on my interests. It's part of my Edventures logo. I have a lot of different hobbies in there. And when I get into one, I do tend to get a bit monofocused. So you're probably going to be seeing a lot of mountain biking ones right now. And even within that interest, I do tend to get stuck in a rut as well. Take, for instance, where I ride. I used to join a Tuesday night group that would ride at Swatara Creek Park. And then when I stopped and I go out for a ride, I just kind of went to Swatara anyway, because that's where I was going. And even like the Harrisburg Parkway trails, I started riding the Cameron Street side. And for whatever reason, it took me a while to just make it over and ride the rest of the trails in the area. So I'm branching out. We have too many good trail networks in our area here in South Central PA to be stuck riding the same places all the time. That's why I bought this at a local bike shop. It's the Purple Lizard map for Michaux State Forest. Now, I love Michaux. A friend of mine originally showed me around some of the trails way back when I started riding in the early 2000s. They're awesome. The trouble is, I get stuck on pretty much the same place that I always ride, which is silly because there's all kinds of riding up there. I mean, it's a map. It's a big map. And looks like here it is. I usually start around the furnace just because it's an easy place to park. And looking at it here, I'll fold this down a little bit so it's a little neater. This is kind of the area that I get stuck in a ride with. And you can put a good like 10 to 15 mile ride in this little small quadrant. The problem is, or not the problem, the thing is, there's all of this riding at Michaux. Backside too. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't even begin to touch up there. And it's amazing, amazing stuff. So my friend Chris and I, we decided to take a little different route than the normal one that I always take. We decided, let's hit up some new stuff. So we started out on the standard route that we take from the furnace. We go up Shippensburg Road to a double track connector over to Michaux. This is the one I have not and then we get back onto the trail.
I mean, I've done this. I've not done the one to the right. I think this is it. Yeah.
That's definitely a trail.
And we turn right onto Sunset Trail to make a gradual climb up to Purgatory Rocks.
Is that good news?
I guess.
We're climbing up there, right?
We're going to come down that.
Oh, okay.
Is that the good news?
Now, this is where I went wrong. I got so focused on that mud section up ahead that I missed the clearly marked intersection hidden behind this log. What followed was not a gradual climb that we had bargained for. We went kind of straight up the hill and had to walk and hike. And it was still tough.
Yeah.
Our goal was hitting happy hour. We didn't make it.
Oh.
Oh, we have a decision.
We do have a decision. Oh. Oh. Wow.
What's that?
No.
Yeah.
We went back out to the road after we couldn't find the entrance and figured, well, we're tired now. Let's just finish out the ride the way that we know. We did debate about bushwhacking up the slope to connect to happy hour since we knew, according to the map, that happy hour paralleled Woodrow Road that we were on.
I'm not climbing that.
I'm not doing that.
So what we did do is we dropped into what was a downhill skiing-like trail called Sweep. It was a lot of fun. Now Sweep is steep, swoopy, small drop-offs, little logs, a little bit of rocks, very loamy, a lot of fun. Then we followed that all the way down and dropped out to Mudbank to a lower connector, which took us back to the cars.
Oh, look at you.
overall, Michaux is a great place to ride. It's pretty rocky in spots.
These are
and
cool.
it does tend to be hard on your bike if you kind of beat it around. But at the end of the ride, I realized that I dinged up my chainring on some of the rocks, which led me to the struggles mentioned in my first video, where I switched up to a 1x11 drivetrain. It's well worth going out to Michaux. There's lots of exploring to do out there, so go ahead and grab a map and go have your own adventure. We'll see you out on the next one.